Okay, so this video is called Don't Ignore the Red Flags, and this usually applies to girls, but this can apply to people in general, okay? But I'm gonna use relationships as an example because all young guys, this is what most young guys care about, okay? As soon as you mention girls, they start paying attention. So I'm gonna use this as an example, and you can extrapolate this into business, into friendships, into family or relationships, whatever you want. Don't ignore the red flags in a girl. Like, I heard this one quote from Sultan of Savage, okay? His quote was, it's so much better to be single and wish you were married than be married and wish you were single. Like, imagine, bro, imagine you're with a wife and you hate her, bro. You wish you could have gone back in time and chose someone different. But you rushed that process because at the time you were needy and this was the only girl available to you. So you married her. And now you regret it. Now you have other women that are interested in you. But it's too late. You don't want to cheat on your wife because then you're a bad person. So, yeah. And going through a divorce is way, way harder. And when you're in a relationship, it's so much easier, bro. You can just break up with a girl. And yeah, I've done that. And it's so much easier. But it's also like, it's pretty difficult being in a relationship with a girl that loves you and you wish you were single again, you know? And you do that mistake. We make those mistakes and we learn from them. And I'm not gonna tell you about the red flags of my ex-girlfriend. I think that's very unfair towards her, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But don't ignore the red flags, you know? And what are those red flags? I think you can go to the red pill community and see a lot of them. Some of them are not really red flags all of the time, but some of them are very accurate. Like a bad relationship with her father, a lot of tattoos, or a lot of tattoos. Let's say that signals like not very radical thinking, not very rational. Like if she has more than 3 tattoos and she's like below the age of 20. That means she didn't mind putting something on her body that she might change her mind later on. I don't have a tattoo on my body and I'm 17 still because I want to give myself the opportunity to mature even a little bit further. I want to give myself the opportunity to change my mind later on. So that's the reason why I don't have tattoos yet. I don't know if I ever will, man. I mean, yeah, it does look cool, but I don't care of having something cool on my body if it's not muscles, you know. Other than that, it's like, yeah, I would like it, but if I change my mind and I can't reverse it really, if it's a big tattoo, you know what? It's not worth that risk. Like, is it worth having some ink on my skin? Not really. So girls have tattoos. Obviously, another red flag. There are a lot of red flags, like who she surrounds herself with. We all know the quote, like, you're some of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if her friends are hoes, even if she's not a hoe yet, her friends are gonna incentivize her to be a hoe too with them. You know, her friends are the ones that are gonna encourage her to cheat on you whenever there's a problem in the relationships. Male friends, yeah, that's not tolerable in a relationship. Yeah, there's a lot of things, and you can go on Reddit, on Red Pill, and all these. I'm not saying to be a fucking to go into the Red Pill rage stage where you hate women. Hell no, bro. That don't be a fucking idiot. There are good and bad things about everything, and the Red Pill is the same. There are good and bad things about it, and certainly take the good and leave out the bad. Okay, the red flags, that's gold, bro. They are the most of the time they are point blank perfect about it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. So what happens if you ignore all of these red flags and you get in a relationship with a girl that you wish you never had anything to do with? What can she do? Well, she can make your life nightmare. She can be a pain in the ass. She can manipulate you if you're weak enough for that. A lot of girls will I should say they will leverage sex because they know you want it, and they will leverage it against you, and you don't want a girl that does that. And also, then again, if you chase sex elsewhere since your girl is not giving you, you're a bad person for it again. Their her girlfriends are gonna say that you're the worst in the world. Like, also, be careful with like those manipulative girls that will say something in a relationship like, if you broke up with me, I would kill myself. Okay, if she mentions that, just leave. And I know that it sounds like crazy to say she's gonna kill herself if I leave, so you should leave. No, you should distance yourself from that person as soon as possible, because they will only get worse, bro. And the thing is, why would you do that? She knows that she's putting mental pressure on you. How should I say? She's putting stress on you. She knows that, and she doesn't give a fuck. So she doesn't care about you. She doesn't love you. Okay, or maybe she does, but she's so selfish, so self-centered that she can forget about what you're feeling, and she's only focused on herself. If she truly had mental problems, that if she truly had those mental problems, she would go to a psychiatrist or something, or at least try something. You know, like, that's what usually goes with. And it's not your responsibility to be out here, Mr. Captain Savaho, okay? To try to, you're not a psychologist. You're not someone that's responsible for someone's mental health. Okay? So don't feel this obligation to stay friends with someone, to stay in a relationship with someone just because they want to hurt themselves. It's not your responsibility. Recommend them to a specialist if you want to. Yeah, but it's not your responsibility. You got your own life and your own problems. So this is just a thing that I want to mention because I know that a lot of guys are struggling with this, and this this is by far uh the best recommendation, because anything else will lead you to misery and lead her to misery too. Okay, you're gonna end up with someone that you didn't want to end up with, and that's sad, bro. So don't stay with someone out of pity. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't stay with someone just because you don't want to break their heart. Don't stay with someone just because you don't want them to be sad. Okay? Like, that's a part of life. Girls will be ruthless when they break up with you, when they cheat on you. Girls will be ruthless about your feelings. They don't give a fuck. So you better don't either, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. Anyhow, another point that I think we should mention is, like, if you're with a girl and you want to be single, well, just tell her. Like, a lot of dudes will cheat on a girl behind her back, and that's like unmanly. Okay, that's cowardice. That's like you being afraid of her reaction. That's why you gotta lie to her. Don't be that guy, because then she's gonna lose all respect she had for you, and then she's gonna just leave you. Okay. Uh, I believe that you should, if you want to explore your options, you should tell your girl. Okay. If you wanna have sex with other girls, tell her. Okay. And either she's gonna leave or she's gonna stay, and you have to not be afraid of her leaving. Okay. I know that you are. I know that you love this girl and you don't want to leave. But it depends, man. If you're not happy staying loyal to one girl, then you have to tell her, bro. You have to tell her at some point. Because you're only gonna play this facade for so long, till 5 years later you're gonna cheat anyways. So you better just save yourself. Okay? Just, if you know that you wanna still have fun, if you're young, if you haven't had your fun and you wanna fuck other girls, you wanna explore your options, as these guys wanna call it, whatever you want to call it, bro. Then do it, but tell her. Don't lie behind her back, bro. That's. I think a girl will respect you far more if you tell her. If you don't cheat on her, you just tell her, okay, hey, I miss being single. I'm gonna be with you, but I'm also gonna explore my options. I'm gonna sometimes have sleep with someone else, but that doesn't mean I don't love you. Blah blah. You explain it to her how you feel it. And either she's gonna leave or she's gonna stay, and don't be afraid of her leaving. Just be honest. This is why uh this is why A lot of guys will stay with a girl that cheated on him, but as soon as he cheats, she will leave him. Even though this is the girl that cheated on you. Well, it's because you lied. Listen, it's feminine. To lie is feminine. Okay, it's like you're afraid of somebody's reaction. Like a daughter lies to her dad. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so if your girl cheats on you and she doesn't tell you, yeah, that's expected. That she doesn't tell you. Yeah, she betrayed you. You should leave a girl. You should never take a girl back for cheating. But if you do, and you cheated on her and you lied to her, at that point she's gonna leave you because you did something that she's done. You're comparing yourself to her. You're in your feminine. So obviously she's either gonna cheat on you again and again and again, or she's just gonna leave you because she lost all respect for you. Her pussy got dry when you did that. Okay, if you could actually tell her with full confidence and arrogance or whatever you want it, just be confident in who you are. Okay, and if that's truly something you want to do, then just do it. But tell her. Don't fucking lie. You're like, if you end up with a hickey on your neck, just tell her, hey baby, yeah, I slept with another girl yesterday. I did. Sorry, I did that. That's what I wanted to do, and either she's gonna leave or not. A lot of guys are lying because they don't want to lose that girl, so they don't want to give her a place to cheat. They don't want to. No, they don't want to give her the option to leave. How? Trying to phrase this in a business perspective. How much negotiation power will you have if this is the only deal you have and you need that money? You're not gonna have much negotiation power. There's no negotiation. You need this deal. You need this relationship. You need this girl because no other girl wants you. Then, what kind of a negotiation power you have? It's just losing this girl that will force you to become the best version of yourself. So then you can actually attract another girl, bro. No girl will want you if you're fucking fat. You don't take care of yourself. If you're even inexperienced with girls, like it's like if you're mumbling your words, if you're unconfident around girls, it's because you haven't spoken to enough girls. What I suggest every single time to any of my friends or whenever, I suggest you speak to one girl every day for 30 days. Speak to 30 girls. Don't even ask them for their phone number or Instagram or nothing. Just speak to them. Speak to 30 new girls, complete strangers. And within a month, you're going to build up some comfortability with speaking to girls. So, yeah, this is just a quick tip. Anyhow, I hope this video was useful in any way. I hope that you just stick from it. Don't get in a relationship that you don't want to. Don't ignore the red flags. If she has a lot of red flags, maybe stay in the talking stage for a little longer and see if this is truly a girl that you want to stay with. Because you do not want to be stuck in a relationship that you don't want to be in. Okay, it's much better to have. Honestly, it's so much better to be single and wish you had a girlfriend than have a girlfriend and wish you were single. That's the worst situation you can be in, and I do not wish that on nobody. So definitely have a good morning, guys. Let me check what time it is. It's a Monday, 8:30 a.m. So yeah, definitely have a beautiful Monday, guys, and catch you on the next one.